Hey guys, hope y'all are doing well today. I got another quick one, another GW answers viewer questions, and this one comes from Retire. I guess he's retiring again. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, Retire has a YouTube channel that he shares his big portfolio changes. He only does it like quarterly. So he's actually, I'm looking forward to it because there's something coming up probably here pretty soon, and be nice to see his progress. So he had a question for me, and it is: do you have a percent amount you shoot for each month? If there is a percent, is it based on your buying power or your account amount? Now, this is a tough one to answer. The answer is it's complicated. Reason why is I really don't have a percentage goal. I have a dollar amount goal, and I may have to adjust that. Okay, because you know I made a bunch of larger deposits, larger to me deposits this year, but we started out with a real small amount of money in the beginning. So my return percentage was sometimes astronomical compared to the actual, account amount, right? So, I mean, there were some months where I turned in a 7% return, right? That gets a lot more difficult to do when the account is where it's at now, because the account now is 114,000 or whatever it is now. To get 6%, I'd have to be really aggressive, and I was quite a bit more aggressive when I was down there in the $40,000-$50,000 range. Now that the account is a lot larger, I find myself being a little bit more conservative, and and I say it's complicated because it's possible that in the near future I may have to actually live off some of this, at least, income that I'm generating from options. So, previously I didn't have a percentage amount. I did have something in mind that I would like to average, and that was $100 per trading day. That was my, I'd love to hit that kind of a goal. Because to me, $100 a day, that's like, I know that doesn't replace somebody's job, right? But $100 a day sounds good. To me, it does, right? It might not be, a big number for other people, but to me, averaging $100 a day sounds good. And it was very good when the account, like I said, was on the smaller side. Now that it's on the larger side, I have to make a decision. Is that $100 a day going to be sufficient? Because now that would end up being about $100 a day is roughly about $2,000 a month, 2,100 a month. That would be, less. I think that's less than 2% a month, or just a tad over 2% a month on 114 grand or whatever it is. So it's easier to do, right? There's less weight on my shoulders, I guess, now that the account is a little bit bigger. But if I'm going to need to live on this income, do I try to, make 150 a day, right? Which is very doable with that account size, in my opinion. Because 150, because if I use all of the income, because the way it is right now, we lost a ton of our income really recently. So, but we don't have a lot that we don't have a lot of bills, right? The account coming from the options, my wife will have a part-time job. If I had to, YouTube income, and I'm not even talking about the business, right? So if we can generate, $3,300 a month, roughly, everything of our expenses will be covered. So I have, real good confidence that we're fine. But, you know, I just don't like having a set goal like that. I really don't, because if there's nothing because I'm having trouble putting stuff on the market right now. So if you absolutely have to hit a certain number, that can put you into a precarious position to where you sell options when you really shouldn't, right? You need to get that premium in. And luckily right now, if you looked at my last video, you see that I don't have a lot of premium out there. I'm running very light, and that's just because I'm not finding anything in the market that I really, really like. And I'm okay with that. Right now, I'm not gonna make I'll be close to making my $100 a day for the month of October. It'll be close, and that's fine for me, right? So again, like I said, it's complicated, but right now, if we go to my net worth sheet in the interactive broker options, I haven't updated the amounts yet, but averaging $2,300 a month, right? And a lot of that, like I said, was done with a smaller account. So now that it's a little bit larger, how do I'm going to have to utilize this money smarter. And that's why I like options, right? Because it gives you, the more you have, right, the larger your account is, the more conservative you could be and the more comfortable you can be generating a smaller amount of money. I know that doesn't make sense, but it just feels better having a larger account and not utilizing as much and still generating what you wanted to generate, which was $100 a day. Now I'll need to bump that up probably to about 150. That might be a stretch. Maybe I should go 125. I don't know. But again, like I said with this question, it's complicated. But I don't like having that hard set goal to where if I notice like the last week of the month that I'm not going to make it, that I really need to do something and try to make it. I don't want to make a mistake like that. And, so I hope that answered your question. I don't think it did, to be honest with you. There's just not an easy answer to it. There's a lot of moving parts there, things that I would like to do, things that I might have to do, right? So anyway, I hope that gave you some insight into the way GW's brain operates with this stuff. And if you have any other questions, leave them down below. Like, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff. This weekend, Retire with Less series. This one's going to be controversial. I bet you it's going to be controversial. Because I did some things that some people aren't going to agree with. So that's just the way it is. I do that Retire with Less series essentially for me, but I share it with you guys. So like, share, subscribe. Make sure to tune in Saturday. You guys have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye. I am not a financial advisor. The information contained in this video is for entertainment and informational purposes only. It is not intended to be investment advice. Please seek a licensed professional for any investment, tax, or legal advice. Thank you.